So you get a notification on your phone, dear parents, there's going to be a parents teacher meeting this Saturday, and you will be like, oh no, not again. I already know my child's weaknesses. I don't want to hear it over and over again. Or you'll be like, yay, I was just waiting for this time to discuss with teacher, to complain to teacher, to complain to that mom whose boy is troubling my boy, etc, etc. In today's video, we will be seeing 3 things that we should not be doing in a parents teacher meeting and 3 things that we should be definitely doing in parents teacher meeting. So let's get started. Firstly, let's see about the 3 things that we should not be doing in a PTM, out of which the first thing is arguing with the teacher. Arguing is simply not accepting the point of view of another person. Parents teacher meeting is a time to build up your relationship with the teachers. Arguing is just going to spoil up that relationship, and arguing will not take anyone ahead. Both the teacher and you have only one aim, to build up your child, right? So both of you are aiming for the same motive. So arguing is not going to help us in any way. I understand there could be a difference of view between your opinion about your child or your teacher's opinion about your child. But if there is something that needs to be discussed and which can cause an argument, please wait for your turn till all the parents go and discuss it calmly. The second thing that we should not be doing in a PTM is scolding your child in front of the teacher or in front of their friends or the other parents. Teachers give suggestions of improvement, aka complaints. Now when she is complaining, yes, she is saying it for the betterment of your child, or she is suggesting for improvement. Take those suggestions, discuss over it at home. But if you confront your child over there in front of the teachers, in front of his friends, in front of the parents, the child is going to feel ashamed and is again going to go into a nutshell, and it will be difficult for us to approach the child for improvement. So it doesn't serve any purpose. The child, when he is standing over there and the teacher is complaining, he is looking for support. So let's stand in the gap. Let's say that, yes teacher, I understand that he needs to work in this area and we will do it together. Not sentences like, I will make sure that he does it, or not saying like, I'm going to see to it that he studies regularly. No, we will do it together. We will improve together, and we will see to it that the next papers that he gives will be better than what he has done now. The third thing that we should be avoiding in a parents teacher meeting is comparing. Firstly, comparing our child with very intelligent kids or even with the very struggling kids of the class. We meet a lot of parents in PTM, and then we should not be comparing our children with their children, discussing their marks or talking about how they did and how my child could not do. And this is just going to demotivate our child when he listens to that conversation. The second comparing that we should avoid is comparing of teachers. Some teachers have strengths, some teachers have some other weaknesses, and just gossiping and comparing teachers is not going to create a healthy environment amongst parents. We ourselves, other parents and the teachers are together going to help our child to grow academically and become better. When you create a healthy environment, the teacher becomes approachable, the other parents become approachable. You be of help to the other parent who is struggling to get his child to do studies in a particular subject, and this is going to create a beautiful healthy environment in the school. Now we are going to see the 3 things that we should be definitely doing in a PTM. The first thing is, of course, ask your teacher about your child, about how your child is doing academically. Is he listening to the lessons that are being taught? Is he writing properly? Is he completing his work? Also, ask your teacher, how is he communicating in the class? Is language a barrier for him? Is he able to talk properly, communicate his questions properly? Is he making friends, which is an important thing that you need to ask? Is he sitting aloof? Is he sitting alone? It will be very good if you would list it down before you go for the PTM, so that you will be very clear on the things that you want to ask. Always list down the first point as the first important thing that you would want to ask, because sometimes you don't get time to speak in the PTM because there are other parents over there. So the most important thing that is there for you and your child, ask that thing first. Now the second important thing that you should be doing in a PTM is meet their friends. You remember those stories they tell every day when they come from home? There is that one name or those two names of their friends that they take every day. Mama, do you know, Arnav and me, I made a origami a fidget toy. Oh yes, there is something like that, and which I did not know. Or these few of the names that you are hearing, that you are listening to, are some special friends for your kid. And so make sure that you meet these friends and talk to them, speak with them, build up a relationship with them. And if you get to meet their parents, all the more good, build up a relationship with them too. Third thing is that meet their most favorite teacher and the most feared teacher. We always have those two kind of teachers, right? Most favorite because our child loves that teacher amongst all the teachers and want us to meet them. And why the most feared one? Because our child fears facing them, and us meeting together with the teacher is just going to create a sense of comfort in the child. Maybe it will open up the gates of communication that the child can have with that teacher, and maybe he will start liking the teacher as well as the subject that the teacher teaches. So these were the 3 things that I would suggest you to do in a PTM, and the 3 things that I would not suggest you to do in a PTM. But before I end, I wanted to discuss one more thing that you should be doing in a PTM. If there has been a major change in your family, maybe a birth of a new sibling, or a death of a near and dear one, or you shifting to a new city, which is affecting your child in a way and which is affecting his studies in a way, please let your teachers know about any new change that the child has been facing at home or around and in his environment, so that the teacher is more sensible towards that child, the teacher will be more attentive to that child, the teacher will be more gentle with that child. So you know that how did you find this video? Was it helpful to you? If it was helpful to you, please share it with your friends, and let's create a beautiful healthy environment at school within teachers and parents and our kids and their friends. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.